Hey rugby fans, welcome back to my channel. Now my name is Ralph and welcome back to Rugby Fanatic. Now today's video, we're diving into a really exciting topic, the 2025 All Black selection, and more specifically, we're going to look at who could be in contention to replace Sam Cane in their iconic number 7 jersey, with Scott Robertson taking over as head coach. It's a fresh start for the All Blacks, and there are some exciting names and exciting talent stepping up in the Super Rugby in 2025. So who could be the future of New Zealand rugby? So let's break it down. The contenders, some potential contenders who could, possibly be making their mark and potentially pushing for that starting spot. And also, to be named in that All Black selection. Now, we know that Sam Cane has been the backbone of the All Blacks for a very long time. He's now retired. In the changing dynamics of the game, the question is, who's going to step in those massive boots and, and make the number 7 jersey their own, permanently. We're going to take a look at some rising stars from Super Rugby 2025 and focusing on current players who have the potential to shine under Scott Robertson's coaching. So let's get into it. First up, we've got Caleb Tangitau, from the Highlanders. This kid here, came from, the New Zealand Sevens, played for the Blues, and this exciting player has been turning heads in Super Rugby with some electric, performances that are catching the eye of selectors. Tangitau has incredible speed and also impressive work rate. The qualities that are vital in the modern rugby, and something that Scott Robertson will surely value. He plays in the back line as a winger, his position and his agility, and he's quite a dynamic player. Could make him a valuable asset for the All Blacks, especially in a attacking role. But Tangitau has an explosive running game, and we've seen that against the Hurricanes. That game was a good game. He's always looking for space, and as future is unpredictable, and players like Tangitau, have the potential to shine in roles that require speed and attacking powers. So could we see him adapt to the more, versatile role under Scott Robertson's guidance? It's possible, and he's definitely one to watch. And then next up we got, Davys Naivara, from Highlanders as well, Man, Davys Naivara is a bit of a different story. A powerful, skillful centre, specifically a second 5. He's been in the radar for a while, and, he's been an underrated player, but he's been an absolute standout in the Super Rugby, at the moment, and his combination of power, speed, and, and ball handling ability makes him, a serious threat in that back line. And his performance have made him, one of the most exciting players to watch. I honestly think that the Highlanders, I don't know, comment below. Do you think the Highlanders have the best players, that could be in contentions for selection this year in 2025 for the All Blacks? Potentially their back line is solid. Just watching Tava Naivara, he's just on another level. His versatility and ability to make impact in tight situations could make him an interesting option in the future. And Scott Robertson has always had a knack of using players in different roles. And, Tava Naivara, skills might lead themselves in the midfield position in the right circumstances. So he could be a potential. Now, moving over to the Chiefs. Now, let's talk about Jacob Chacum. Now, I've said it before. This fly half has been outstanding in the Super Rugby. With his tactical kicking leadership on the field, known for his strong game management and decision making. Chacum, has played a key role in, orchestrating, the Chiefs' attack this season. He's just played for Taranaki. He's been impressive in in the NPC. But while his natural position is fly half, Jacob's vision and, also versatility make him an interesting player to keep an eye on. As a playmaker, he's got the ability to control tempo, dictate play, and is a player who rises to the occasion when it matters most. So under Scott Robertson, we could see him transition in roles that involve, maybe tactical awareness anywhere in the backline. His involvement, would be critical, and also given his leadership skills as well. So, yeah, he could be, the potential candidate to be selected in that AB's jersey. And then next up, obviously, we have Kifia Dupont. Now, from the Hurricanes, Duplessis has been one of the standout players. I rate this guy, honestly. He's got combining excellence, tackling, he works hard, ability with high work rate, around, the field. And also what really stands out about him is his ability to contribute at both the breakdown and he's so aggressive and the tackle area as well, and with a physical style that fits perfectly into the modern rugby game. Duplessis also has a great leadership as he was captaining, the Wellington Lions as they won the championship. And also he's the co-captain for the Hurricanes, with Brad Shields, and which could be a huge, asset in the All Blacks, setup. He's been talked about at the moment, and he's, I guess for Duplessis, his, vision, and his consistency in key areas of the game make him someone to keep an eye on. And with his experience in the Hurricane system, he's well positioned to adapt to Robertson's approach. So, he's on the radar, and honestly, he's on the lookout at the moment. So, man, I'll be honestly be happy if he gets selected. Finally, let's talk about Mecca Springer. Now, he's from the Crusaders. Now, man, this exciting winger, honestly, absolutely talented. He's been an absolute revelation in 2025. I mean, I know it's early on in the Super Rugby, but, he's got some incredible speed, and we've seen that last week, scoring, a few tries. And, he's a fantastic player with the ability to finish off tries, but it's all his all-round work rate that has been so impressive. I mean, Springer's high energy style of play fits well into the structure of Robertson is expected to bring, to the All Blacks, and his ability to exploit space on the wing and also, outside, combined with his attacking threat, make him a key player to keep an eye on. And while he's primarily a winger, his energy and adaptability could see him transition into a more, versatile role in the future. So, man, I'm hoping that he gets selected. I mean, it depends on the form, because I'm not picking these guys just for the sake of it, but I'm just going with my prediction, and I know these guys, they've got the potential, and obviously, just going by form, this season in the Super Rugby, and just seeing these players thrive, these young ones, we're so excited, hopefully they get an opportunity. So, we will see that, that's the question. We will see those young ones, the ones that are stepping up and, that are on form, in the Super Rugby. We will see that, this year. And hopefully Scott Robertson will, make those, crucial decisions and, bringing in those young guns. So I'm super excited, and we'll see how it unfolds. But yeah, so, looking forward to seeing more of Springer this season in the Super Rugby. Super excited. So, the question is, this is the big question. Who could permanently fill that, coveted, number 7 jersey? Who will fill in the number 7 jersey? I mean, there are a couple of other big names to consider as well, we've got Peter Lakai from the Hurricanes, has been absolutely outstanding this season and also last year as well. Played his game against France, and he was, he scored a try, and he's been magnificent. And honestly, he's a potential, and he's just got that, that aura, and he's got that physicality and the intelligence to thrive in, in that open side role. So his breakdown skills and ability to read the game could make him, a natural successor to Sam Cane. And his performance in the Super Rugby in 2025 had been hard to ignore. And with Scott Robertson at the helm, Lakai could be a key figure in the All Blacks flanker moving forward. And, of course, we can't overlook Ari Savea, at the Moana Pasifika, he's been tremendous for them, he's been a great leader, taking their ownership and, captaining the Moana Pasifika this year. Their victory against Hurricanes was inspirational as a Pacific Islander. What a inspiration, having Ari in that, Moana jersey, the impact that he's creating and also leading those young ones, it's huge, and those players will look up to him, and those players will be so lucky to have him as a captain. And I know that, Ari will cement his spot in the number 7, but let's hope, because being in the All Blacks is not just given, you got to work hard for it. So he's got, the Super Rugby is early, so, we'll see how, his form goes in the Super Rugby this year. And while he's more traditionally been a number 8, Artie has shown incredible versatility and could fit in the number 7 role as well. And his work rate, we can't deny that. And, tackling ability and playmaking skills, what Artie's capable of, and making him an excellent candidate to fill that spot permanently for the All Blacks, especially with the freedom and, and fluency Robertson's system might allow. So, with Lakai and Kifia Dupont and also Savea, Ari Savea, all in the mix. Question is, who's your pick to fill that Sam Cane's number 7 jersey permanently? Who's going to be the All Blacks, permanent number 7? Let me know in the comments below, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on who's got the skills and the mentality to own that role in 2025. A lot of you guys are thinking Kifia Dupont. You could be right. I'm not sure, but he's got a bit of ego. He's a lot of people say he's a grub. But I know that he's so passionate, and he's an incredible leader. So he could be the potential. So we'll see what happens. That's just my prediction, but yeah, we'll see. So there you have it. I mean, the young contenders for the number 7 jersey in 2025, and also, potential players who I have mentioned, who could be selected for the All Blacks. I mean, we'll soon find out. I mean, each of these players brings something unique to the table, whether it's, Caleb Tangitau, explosive pace, or, Davys Naivara, ball handling, attacking flair, and Jacob Chacum, playmaking, and Kifia Dupont consistency, and Mecca Springer's dynamic play, and or the power of skill of Peter Lakai and Ari Savea. I mean, all of them are playing outstanding rugby in 2025 and have the potential to step into the All Black setup under Scott Robertson's reign. So, I mean, it'll be interesting to see the players that I mentioned for the number 7. We've got Ethan Blackadder. Those are the potential. Maybe Dalton Papali'i, if he's injury free, if he's fit to, to play in that role. So, you've got some, a lot of, talented flankers in the Super Rugby. So, be interesting to see. But I've chosen those players because I know that, these players could potentially fit in that number 7 role. So we'll see, as I mentioned. But, what's exciting is that, with Scott Robertson's fresh approach, hopefully, hopefully there'll be, some changes. The All Blacks could see a more fluid and dynamic style of play in the back, in that back line. and also in that number 7 jersey in the forwards, which could be a game changer in international rugby. I mean, it's a new era for New Zealand rugby, and whoever steps into that number 7 jersey is going to have, big shoes to fill. Sam Cane's retired now, so as I mentioned, but these players are more than capable of doing so. So let us know in the comments below, who do you think should be the next All Blacks number 7, and which of these players you are most excited about in 2025. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and keep the rugby spirit alive, and keep supporting your rugby teams. And yeah, anyways, we will see you in the next video.